Three brave amigos are we.
Welcome back to this already the final segment of today's Price of Business, and it's been a fun one. I hope you're getting ready for next week. I think it's going to get a little strange as I take some time off, but you're going to get to hear some great best of programs in the latter half of the week. I hope you enjoy them. Do want to mention that 24/7 incredibly awesome changes going on at priceofbusiness.com. More robust, USDailyReview.com rather, more robust. Great articles. Exciting to see what's happening with a lot of new stuff coming down the pike in the very near future. Want to encourage you to check us out there at the new and improved USDailyReview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. And awesome to see the hundreds of audios and other content that we have for us. There's no reason for you to be bored during the holidays if you want great practical business information during that time of the year. Do you want to mention today's program was brought to you in part by some great companies, particularly EfficientWealthManagement.com and our friends at Chris Ked Enterprises. And you know that music means it is time for the 3 a.m. Egos. It's a segment lately we've only done occasionally because we've been so packed with real programming. But we're delighted to be able to get it on today. Got Dan Shedd, Sigmund Kramer, and yours truly, Kevin Price. And Sigmund's just dying to talk. What do you got over there, Sigmund?
I got nothing.
Yeah, well, that's it. We're really grateful that you're with us here
Thanks
today,
so much.
audience. And remember, the best content. Oh, wait a minute. No, we got to find out what Dan has.
Okay.
Dan's going to save the segment. What do you got, Dan Shedd, intern extraordinaire?
Well, it is the holiday season, and a Texas town named Pantago is trying to have a toy drive called. Actually, it's called the Cops for Kids program, where officers will give a flyer out for people who they pull over, and they are basically asking for toys instead of paying for a fine. So you get pulled over, instead of having to pay a fine for whatever you got pulled over for, they're asking for toy donations, which is a great cause in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's this at? Is this in the North Pole?
No.
Where's this at?
This is Pantago, Texas, which is outside of Dallas.
Okay. So
everything is outside of Dallas.
Everything is outside of Dallas. That's right. So forever you'll associate the purchase of Christmas presents with speeding tickets and fines. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not. Sigmund, what do you think?
Well, here's my thought. Usually a speeding ticket's probably like what, $150, $200? Are they expecting people to buy $150 or $200 worth of toys?
Ooh, boy.
Or can you just like go get a cheap little, $5 China-made toy, and then you're good to go?
According to the article which I found on Fox News, they just give the people that they pull over a flyer, and they say that they're waiving the citation in hopes that you will drop off a unwrapped toy to the police department.
So then they're not actually coming after the people that don't participate, are they?
No,
I mean, you're not going to have like a policeman dressed up like Santa Claus with handcuffs coming out. Okay, then no. I got no problem with that. I think it's great.
I'm thinking that these are all people that they probably would have warned. You know what I'm saying? If they were going 45 miles per hour in a school zone, I don't think they're gonna have a blind eye to that. If they were going 85, on a freeway, I think it's probably marginal cases.
What'd be hilarious is like some dudes just robbed a bank, and they were
you got to use that money,
and they were chasing them down, but they didn't know that they had just robbed a bank. And so, the guys were kind of speeding, so they got pulled over, and the cop's like, "Hey, you were going over the speed limit, right? Well, here's a flyer." And the guy's like, "I won the lottery. I won life's lottery. I'm getting out of a ticket," and they didn't recognize that I just robbed a bank.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. What's fantastic about that story?
Because it's just so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. What is it about ridiculousness and random that is that has captured the imagination of an entire generation.
Yeah.
And I say that, my kids use that expression random constantly.
It's so random.
That's hilarious. If it's random, it's hilarious. And I try to get them to watch Monty Python, which is like the most random thing
sure.
in the entire world, and they don't get it. What is it? What's with that?
Because apparently random has also devolved to lowest common denominator. And even though Monty Python was random, it still had, you had to use your brain to laugh at it, to think about it.
Thought
it was more
in
thoughtful, yes.
What about you? Do you like Monty Python, Dan?
Yes, I've seen a little bit of it. I think it is funny.
Mm-hmm. Is it random?
I think it's random.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's just mine.
Well, you're a millennial, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what is it about randomness that resonates with millennials? I never heard that word used before, except for in a context of something just being random. But it became a synonym for humor or funny at some point.
Well, just like cool.
What's up with that?
Well, think about cool. The word cool. It doesn't necessarily mean it's chilly outside.
That's true. Or bad.
Bad
doesn't even mean bad.
Bad has got to the point. I'm bad.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So help us out though with randomness and millennials.
Well, I think when something's random, according to us millennials, I think it's just out of the blue,
Out of left field.
Exactly. Like something completely we didn't see coming, happens, and it's just like, wow.
So it's surprising. Okay. So random means a
surprising or just surprising and oddball stuff,
Yep. All of the toys, by the way, needed to be brought to Cook Children's Hospital by yesterday, which is my birthday. See, everything happens, around my birthday, which is all more important than my birthday.
It's all about you. Absolutely.
No, my birthday gets ignored as a result of it. Anyway, childhood issues.
So it's all not about
I need
you.
I need to go schedule something with my therapist. But anyway, it says that about half of all those who got a warning, got one of these flyers, actually provided a gift. That's pretty amazing.
That sucks.
Only half? Is that your thought?
Yeah,
huh?
I'm negative. I'm not an optimist.
I think it was half full.
No, I think it was half empty.
Man, what do you think?
When it comes
half
to
full
kids,
or half empty? What do you think? That would be you, Dan.
Okay, sorry. I would, I'm more on the positive side. So.
Yeah, so you got two half fulls and only one half empty, and then
so you're happy that 50% of the people who were basically got off scot-free actually took advantage of the situation and did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that too.
Okay.
Considering how screwed up our culture is, I'm pretty happy with that too. By the way, make sure you look up online, Dan, the article on this on today.com, because Today actually did a story. There's video footage there. That'd be cool for the listener to see what they can see right now of the magic of Dan Shedd. Right now.
Wow.
They'll be able to see it. That's how good he is.
That's amazing.
All right, Dan Shedd, thanks so much. We haven't seen much of you lately because you've become a major superstar and unavailable, and we've been really busy with rural programming, but we're delighted we were able to spend some time with you, man.
I always enjoy it, guys, and, it is the holiday season, so happy holidays.
Well, same to you, and by the way, congratulations on the house.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on a limb and say Merry Christmas because I remember the reason for the season.
That's right. Well, Happy Hanukkah, too, because it is that season as well.
Was it Kwanzaa?
I have no idea.
What the heck is Kwanzaa anyway?
I have no idea.
Anyway, happy whatever floats your boat, buddy, and I just hope it floats you into eternity. All right, so that's it for us today, and I give this a good ranking. It's warm and fuzzy, and I could use some warm and fuzzy.
You got to have the warm and fuzzy this time of year.
So good job there, Dan.
All right, thanks.
When we come back tomorrow, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here is over there at usdailyreview.com. Have a great day, spending it right here.